This is the Raspberry Pi Twitterbot setup. On the second column of the pin board on the Raspberry Pi, on the third, fourth, and fifth position, we have the black, white, and green cord connected as a USB cord to the computer. Towards the back of the pin board, I have two jumper wires, which is connected to the breadboard, which is powering the LED light. The red cord is connected to a ground pin on the Raspberry Pi. The Raspberry Pi has a lot of them, but I just picked this one to connect to. That is going on the same row as the shorter cable of the LED light. On the longer cable side, we have it connected on the same row as a resistor, which is going on the same row as the second jumper wire. The second jumper wire is connected to the 40th GPIO pin. We can connect them to any GPIO, but I just picked the 40th one. And we need to remember this for something later. So I'm on Mac, so we'll be going on to terminal. This is to see which port the Raspberry Pi is connected to. So we'll be copying this, typing screen before pasting it. 115200 is the speed that we'll be connecting it to. And now we can connect the power port, and this should boot up. I'll be showing you the basics of a Raspberry Pi Twitterbot first before we get into the LED and everything. So using your Pi to make basic tweets every hour or so. So first we need to make a Python file. To do this, we make a directory using mkdir. I've already made something, so we'll be getting straight into it, called Jayden Twitter. Inside, we'll be using sudo nano to edit the file, but first I need to add in this bit of code, which without this bit of code, macOS kind of screws up the file and the characters are all over the place. Inside this file, this is what we want to, the tweet string is what we'll be actually tweeting. So to change this, we can change this into anything that we want. Hello guys, this is my first tweet using the Raspberry Pi. These keys are what we generated from our application Twitter, so it knows which account to post the tweets from. We just simply copy and paste this into here, and we don't need to do anything else. So save and exit. Now to make this bit of code executable with the Pi, we use sudo's and whatever the name of your file is. This will make the bit of code executable. Now we simply use Python, name of your code, name of your file, sorry. And it should post. Successfully tweeted. Now we can check if our Twitter has actually tweeted it. There we go. 7 seconds ago. Hello guys, this is my first tweet using the Raspberry Pi. Now we can make our Raspberry Pi Twitterbot even more useful by letting it automatically tweet something every hour or even every minute. So to do this, we sudo edit a file that is already on the Raspberry Pi. So term. And the file is called crontab, and this is known to be edited so something repeats over a period of time. We go down and we can see something that is already here, Wi-Fi check, that is already put, so it repeats that action, say over a certain amount of time. So we can add something here called Twitter and say, let's make it every minute. So that's 5 stars. And then run the Python file. We give it a directory, home, Pi, and whatever our file was called. And we save this and exit. And that we go to our I see one new tweet. That was done 4 minutes ago. So this will so it will tweet the same thing every minute. In addition to this project, I have added the LED light, which is where the breadboard and its setup came from in the beginning of the video. So to make it flash whenever a hashtag has been occurred, like a wanting hashtag has been occurred, to do this, we create another Python file. I have called it tweet blinky. To go into the file, these are the codes that I have programmed earlier. These are the search terms, so if yes, lol, happy, or Twitter occurs in any tweet, it will flash, the LED will flash and the console will show the tweet. So LED number, this is where I said in the beginning of the video to remember the second jumper wire, which one it is connected to. This is not the GPIO number, but the pin number. So I connected to 40. The app key and everything is what we had earlier, copied and pasted from the Twitter application. Now the setup callback is where, so if a successful match has been occurred on the Twitter, we make sure that there is text in the field, that there is text in the actual Python Twitter post, and that we print it to the console and the LED actually lights up for half a second. Going down to the further setup, we this refers to the GPIO headers of the pin on the Raspberry Pi, for example, pin 1, pin 2, or pin 3. And lastly, putting it all together, we show it on the console. So to save this, now to run the program, sudo python tweet blinky py. It should come up with all the posts that matches with the hashtags, and the light should be blinking. So these are all the tweets that matched the hashtag lol happy Twitter. So this is the setup again to show that the light will actually blink. We run the code again, sudo python tweet blinky .py, enter. There we go. The light will blink every time a match has occurred that the wanting hashtag has appeared. So the user can only look at the light to tell every time there is a match instead of looking at the screen.